Hello, you reached Mason of Coldwell Banker and the Ghetto Mike and recent crew cut haircut. Today, going to tell you about how to make an offer. Just want to give you a heads up that there are more steps, but I'm just going to give you the broad strokes of the first page of the contract. So let's check it out. This right here is the California Purchase Agreement. And I kind of marked it up a little bit, and that's what we're going to talk about. So let's go ahead and start at the top. And it says today's date. I put today, but whatever date it was, that's what day you put. Then next to that, you put wherever you make the offer. I wrote San Diego because I'm in San Diego. And after that, it says this is an offer from. Make sure your name's spelled correctly there. And then after that, it says real property to be described as. You put the address of the property. And then below that, you put down the price that you want to offer. For argument's sake, I wrote $200,000. Now, when determining price, one thing you want to think about is what the comps say. Your real estate agent can provide that for you. You can get it off the internet, Zillow.com. There's a lot of websites. You can check it. Just Google home prices. And then offer a price that feels right. And if you know how much the other homes in the neighborhood are selling for, it'll give you a good measuring stick. So that's what I recommend doing, and your agent can advise you in that direction as well. So anyhow, we're offering 200 G's for 123 Happy Drive. Now the next line is financing terms and initial deposit. Now under initial deposit, I put $2,500. There is no bar for that. You can go with 1% of the purchase price. You can go with 10% of the purchase price. But bear in mind, the more money you offer in your good faith deposit, the more serious the seller is going to take your offer. So usually right around between 1 to 2%. But if you have a couple extra bucks, I would advise juicing that up because you might even get a better deal on the house if they know you have more money to work with and you're serious. We're doing this as an FHA loan, so that means you're going 3% down. Well, 3.5% actually. But for argument's sake, I wrote 3% down. So that means your loan amount on the $200,000 house would be $193. Well, you got $2,500 into the deal, and in order to close, you're going to need another $4,500 to make it a purchase price of $200,000. So FHA is a great way to buy a house. It's how I bought my first house, and I love the product. I wish I could get like 10 of those loans personally, but I can't. You only get one. If you get one, take it, and right now rates are good. This does not include closing costs. You have to pay for other things like the lender fee, title, and escrow, and those charges can be provided for you by your lender. Everybody has to pay them, and a lot of times I try and work them into the deal for my clients, so that way they're out of money, less cash. I mean, they're out less cash out of their pocket. And then below here on the very bottom of the contract, this is kind of the good stuff. Well, let me get this squared away. These are your contingencies. Now, you've heard that a property is contingent upon appraisal, it's contingent upon getting a loan, and if it's contingent upon inspection. If these contingencies are not met, you have 17 days to withdraw from the offer. See right here? 17 days after acceptance. And then here on the bottom, you move in on the date of close of escrow. And that right there is when you're going to occupy the property. So the main thing to remember when writing an offer, and there are other steps. You got to bring in, a copy of a check. You got to have a bank statement, a pre-approval letter from a lender. But this is the meat and potatoes, the first page. There's 8 other pages of stuff to go through, but the first page is the real meat and potatoes. And remember that the good faith deposit is held. It will join your down payment. In the middle, it talks about your loan. And on the top, just make sure the address and the name are correct. And you dig the place and you dig the guy you're working with. Mason Ballard, Coldwell Banker. Thanks for signing on. Take care.